episode 2 of the Myteam tips and challenges here. Just gonna show you my lineup again real quick. Let me go ahead and give these guys some contracts. That I forget, I haven't done it, so I usually don't go here and do it. So I haven't done it, so I didn't even realize how to do it again. But like I said, this is episode 2, and we will be back with some. We are back. We're already here with more tips and tricks about my team. This is mainly for we're gonna be playing online or actually offline. Sorry about that. Again, this episode because this is actually same day recorded episode 1, but this time we're going against a different team, and also the connection. If you saw episode 1, is just I've still been lagging. I tried to play a triple threat game just a minute ago, and it was lagging a little bit. I still won, but it's not it will frustrate me too much to try to get some episodes. But we will start recording triple threat episodes. But anyways, like I said, this is the team. First 5 on the bench. It will be the starter, or they will come off the bench. So up until Smits, that is the bench. Smits is here once again. I didn't elaborate too well last time. Episode 1, he is 7'4", so he is, and look at those stats, offensive, defensive. That's a 99 defense at 7'4" is. That's ridiculous. You can't, you know those little weird animations where you go up with the ball and layups and stuff like that. None of that's gonna work on him. And any like 6'11" or under center is pretty much nullified here, no matter if they're Galaxy Open or not. But just want to show real quick. Yeah, his weakness is he does not have a 3 ball, as you can see. But look at that post fadeaway, 96 at 7'4". So that is ridiculous. So here we will get into the domination match. Like I said, these first 5 I've done today, and I will be doing probably a pack opening. Here they are. Since I haven't opened them yet, I guess I just save them and just do a pack opener for them. See what we get there and make a video about that. But here we go into the Suns. So I have Galaxy Opal Steve Nash versus there should be about Diamond. Maybe they might have Pink Diamond. Yeah, Steve Nash. So this should be interesting here. That's their best card is that Steve Nash. So this should be pretty easy to shut him down since he isn't really much of a scorer. All right, guys. So here we go. All right. I really didn't mean to let that play, but I was plugging in my laptop, so that's why I had to let that run. But anyways, we will get into this. Here we go. Let's see if LeBron over Sean Marion. There we go. First point. We usually will blow them out, like I said, by 30. They're just depending on how well I'm concentrating as I commentate. So if we can, pretty much can stay focused, we should be able to pretty much, put the locks on them. But the best way to go about these is to play good defense. And right there, was excellent defenses. Just Nash, their best card. He's gonna be offensively and defensively. So I probably shouldn't even keep the ball in my Nash's hands. But actually, let's not. I like to move the ball around. Let's not. I don't like. Sometimes I get stuck on ISO and things. So, but there we go. Wide open turnaround for KD. I just looked. He had his at 88 post fadeaway. It's probably higher than that with my coach and all that good stuff. But 88. So it's not that dependable. You know, you at least lead a 90. And on especially on all time. This is like I said, you will miss even like pretty simple looking layups on here just because of the let's see if we can get this here. Good release. It's just couldn't finish. Even pretty simply, you look. Can't get my words out. You miss pretty simple stuff a lot of times on here because this must be difficulty wise. This point it gives you a multiplier of point 0.5. So I want to say uh, it's not. I don't want to say all Hall of Fame, but it's definitely pretty high. Wow, LeBron couldn't grab that. It's tragic. Okay, so we're four up on both teams. Said I usually put my benches in at the first and third quarter around 2 to 3 minute mark and leave them in like that. Oh, also pro tip here. I want to give you guys this one. This is about when you are getting screened, just like this. We will go back. Sorry if sometimes I'm not the best with these controls. I haven't done this and I don't really, go to instant replay except for just, just to give you guys a quick tip or something like this. But so here it comes with the screen and I immediately switch to Shaq. I switch to Shaq so I can step back and let Russ do his thing. I stay in a spot, as you can see with Shaq. I stay in a spot where if say he wanted to pull up, I could attempt a contest with Shaq just by just jumping. But I could attempt a contest right here, but at the same time, I'm leaving space for Russ to get there too. At the same time, so wait on to see what my CP would do if and I leave a little gap, wait for my CP to either see if he's gonna switch or go. But I always step back and give him this space. So, but this time right here, this is the time. This is the one weakness in this strategy here is switching to your center or whoever the big man is. Is you see at this point right here, if he pulled up, is the most uncontested. I would not be able to contest that. So it would be the most uncontested point. But if they do not decide to take the shot within that split second or two, then I am immediately contesting. So Russ gets there. We have not finished the play, but I I got stuck on him trying to stop the drive. But I would have been. And now, as you can see, I'm switching back to Shaq is pushing back on his man, and that was just pretty much just nullified the screen. The screen only gave them when you do it this way, only gives them a split second to make the shot, and that's only really in this situation was only because Rush went under. He went under the screen. If he went over, it would pretty much have been no attempt on that shot, and we would have as Shaq, we would have had to watch Shaq's man more. So we would have probably, if Russ decided to go over, we would have had to probably have stepped back some more just to stop the drive and things like that. Because I'm pretty sure he's not a shooter, but I'm not 100% sure because these are all time. So most of the players I'm not 100% sure of. So we'll get right back into this. Sorry about that. Yeah. So because of that, did not see the live coming. And so we will start the screen. We got a mismatch here with Nash. He got it to it, but that is always best to bounce past those, because those point guards. There's another tip right there. Let me go back to that. Actually, that's a big pointer. Is that right here? It is best to give it to the mismatch when they switch. But right here, this point guard always plays super tight D. So it's extremely impossible a lot of times to get that pass through. You have to really watch. And this is a bad spot for KD, so I couldn't throw up a oop or anything like that. Usually, if you just throw up a oop and you can catch it, you don't even have to attempt the actual shot, but the oop will actually just get you the ball, and then I can just go up from there with KD. But here, I just decided to do a simple pass. But normally, it's best to just bounce it through or even overhead it, which a lot of times I don't think KD is just tall enough really to have just gotten it from overhead, but that's also another trick if it's like a really huge mismatch. Say if I had my bench center in 7'6" or 7'4", my bad. So we are down, but that is strictly because it's learning curve on commentating and So let's see what Nash can do here. If he can get that up. I'm still am testing out the limits of these Galaxy Opals. A lot of times I take shots like that. Just I wouldn't do that if it was a card I'm familiar with. But these Galaxy Opals, I haven't had them for nothing but like 3 days. So I'm really testing out what I can do with them, such as like layups and things like that. But they're not that quick. Russ and Snash are not. Well, Russ is very quick, but Nash is not. Even though he has a 98 speed and things of that nature. So here we will give it to Nash. I probably should stop, like I said, give it to Nash because Nash has the. So we get that N1. Rush usually he is very good. It was one thing at drive and get in, and he usually makes through that contact like that. We could not get it that time. Lay it up. A good underrated card I like to mention. I mentioned in episode 1 is Deer and Fox, which is on my bench. He's a very underrated guy. I think he's pretty low on the auctions now, maybe like 20K. Pink Diamond on De'Aaron Fox there. I mean, he's super quick, insane, everything, dunk speed. He's shooting. He doesn't really miss any open. You just have to kind of know his shot a little bit. Let's give it out to Nash. Nash was not wide enough. Shaq, let's move it around. Here, it's LeBron. Oh, here's the mismatch. And we're not able to get it because of that late block. And that's my biggest thing about LeBron is his layups are they are, what is the word here? And I was too busy trying to think a gift and a curse because they come clutch a lot of times, and other times they just pit the ball right in front of the defender's face. It's an easy block a lot of times. So we pull up here with Nash. Is very contested. A lot of times, I don't know how the game mechanics work for the contest, but a lot of times shots get contested that were like initially open. So here we go with let's see, that should be okay now. I was gonna say maybe a flagrant. It looked pretty bad, and it took a minute for the shooting foul to pop up. We are throwing some shots up here. So 10 up. Still ain't got my rhythm yet. I'm gonna go ahead and put the bench in. Just still gonna hang with this team. They're not great. Once in my team, yeah, this should be. Oh, this not backcourt. I immediately stopped because thought that was backcourt. Was not backcourt somehow. Switch up just because of that screen, but I'm gonna stay on the center, just not to mess myself up. KD, keep going, and that's a good lay right there. Trail cheese. It would have been cool if KD stopped at 3, but he kept going. This was all right. Worked out. Easy blow by right there. Just was not concentrating enough on D. But like I said, best chick. Episode 1, I also mentioned this. Best tip when you are on D is to just try to stay in front of your man. Don't worry too much about getting, predicting their moves. Don't worry about trying to get to where they're gonna be. A lot of times if you're already leaning on one side, you might they might just happen to run into you like he did there. He just ran right on me. Let's see if we can get that up there. Yeah, like I said, we are the Lob City Memphis Grizzlies. All right, first quarter is done. The bench was not able to come in because no dead balls occurred. We will proceed. First quarter ended. So we're up by 4. Then when their bench comes in, they were if Nash is their best player, it's going to really start looking ugly for them. I just got to let my D really start doing what it needs to do. And we shouldn't be struggling too much after that. But there we are. And 1. So 7-4 right there. 98 offensively, 99 defensively. I just wanted to showcase that as to why he's on my team, because I could have had a Pink Diamond, even Galaxy Opal center. And De'Aaron Fox, he is a dog on here. To be honest, he defensively he gets more steals than anybody else. Nash, Russ. Every time I reach with Rush is actually pretty good, but it's almost as if De'Aaron Fox has built in. I guess he does have Hall of Fame pickpocket or something, and maybe the others don't. But he is basically a steal machine, a dog contest, the blocks. He gets all that because of his vertical. He's able to get up there, um, and he's fast enough to catch up. For chase downs and things like that. So he is ridiculous. Oh, and that is should have been an air ball. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe not the. Here we go. This should have been. I didn't realize so many people were gonna jump up with me. And Wade. Yeah, here we go. Here's a mismatch. And look at this. 98 offense. 98 offense. We're up by 14 now. They haven't scored in a minute, so they finally caught the timeout. I said just a computer, nothing hard. But I mean, this is All Star. It's usually like I said. I think I said this mentioned this first episode. You would not go against these guys, uh, with pink diamonds, with Galaxy Opals like I am currently now, or even cheesy diamonds like I do with Smiths. But you would not be going against them with that team at the time because you would not play this mode too far after. You would pretty much play this just to get your team going the first month or two of playing. You're going against it. You're gonna at the most you're gonna have like a diamond, if that, mostly amethyst at the time you go against these guys. But these guys have like diamonds, as you see. Nash is a pink diamond, things like that. And last time I went against like OKC. OKC had diamond Russell Westbrook and pink diamond KD, and just quite a few others. And Utah had a couple diamonds, Malone and things of that nature. So, but this is for me is just using this as a tutorial, uh, pretty much. And he left Wade wide open. Let's see, he was tired, so yeah, I don't blame him for missing that. He was no stamina left. Oh, Chambers is and that is the no, Chambers I had was diamond, but Chambers, no, I had him at Ruby too. That Chambers card is ridiculous. He's a beast when it comes to dunking. He was on that's why he was definitely on the high flyers pack when that came out with Clyde and MJ, and I think even they had a Wade on there. Wow. I did not. I missed the open pass. I need to probably widen my vision right about now because I'm missing passes right now. But yeah, he is a beast, and he could shoot and all of that. And he was pretty much, if you got open, he was gonna slam it on you. And as a Ruby card, I think I had him on my team for quite a while, even after I had accumulated some diamonds. So I think that Sean Marion looks like a mismatch. So let me see if I can get it to him. Anthony Davis, and like I said, here we go. We'll talk about that right there. So right here is what I like to call a bailout. Always while posting up, hold up on the RT, and it will usually always, if not always, give you a bailout animation. So even when now I wanted this because this was a mismatch in a sense to me, maybe not. It wasn't initially a mismatch, but I saw it as a mismatch. So I went up with it, and it just gives you pretty much moves your defender out the way a lot of times, especially if you have a higher offense than their probably defense. It usually just bumps them clean out the way, and it gives you a pretty open layup. Mainly, I only do it with like centers or power forwards, things like that. Not really point guards because they usually do something different, like maybe a turnaround. They usually just do something not as you know what I want, something that gets me right to the rim. And that's, you can do that pretty much if the clock's running out or anything like that. It usually always works. So here I'm gonna switch to my center. Wade got there in time, but he was not able to get the block. A lot of times that's why I switched back, because the computer does not jump on stuff like that. It should have been he should have jumped on that, and the release was just slightly off for there. And here we go back on Nash. And Nash, I'm scared to reach on him. I feel like he won't. Yeah, see, it's just an instant foul for that matchup. That's why I have not been reaching against Nash. And they are steadily coming back. Here's the mismatch. So hopefully Marion goes up with it. Did not. It would have been an easy stop. And here's the switch. Wade was not. I should have switched back because Wade was lost out there. Okay, so we will be starting the pick and rolls. Yeah. I just threw it up because of the height difference right there. Not really thinking much on that one. But they are, like I said, coming back. And this is they're good enough where if you're not really paying attention, no matter how good your team is, they're keeping up because these are, like I said, some pretty insane computers. And I'm missing passes right here. But I think this is a mismatch, so we will just take advantage of this here. And like I said, pull up cheese. Just up with the R stick while posting, and it will just give you pretty much whatever you want. Yeah, it was uncontested, but it was an uncontested contest where my man was on him, and this is should have been green. But if it's not green, that's not going there with Wade. Starters need to come back in. I too busy trying to cut a sub, man. Almost didn't. So we're gonna just find Fox, take it all away. Put these starters back in. And then 6 seconds. So we just stop this because we know they're gonna take the last one. We got time. Well, it meant the timeout as soon as it was 1 second, but this isn't enough time to get much off. But we'll see if we can get if Russ can get this up. We actually go with Nash. We'll go with Nash. Unable to make, of course. Was not expecting that to really go in by any means. But also, if I did not mention this earlier, I cannot remember if I mentioned this first episode or not. But also, please go check out that first episode. I mentioned a lot, and I talked more about the way things are, such as like why I'm the Grizzlies and why a lot of other things in general. I covered in that one. Cover again here too, just in case you missed the first episode. I go over a few other stuff. Again. But like I said, first episode, I'm not a big fan of Russ or Nash. Not a big fan of releases. I'm just using them because they are opals and my only opals. So why not put them on a starter lineup? They get stuff done. That's all I can say about them. But I'm not a big fan just simply because they're released and just don't really. Look at that. Look at that, and he missed it too. And that was pretty much the best you can hope for on that release because that wasn't a green, but that's how tight his release is. If you're not even greening it, it's almost not going in, which is not ideal. So we got enough space. I saw it, but that is the one thing I do like about it. It is quick as a whip, and it gives. If you're not on him, man, it's gonna be out of his hands before you can even put a hand up. So that is what I do like about that. Other rest, there was somehow not a clean steal. Maybe just simply because the pass came from Nash, and I think simply because certain passes come from certain people, they either put more power into it so that you can't steal it. But it's plenty of times easy pass that should have been picked off does not get picked off. So here we go, see what Nash can do here. Contested, and it was not in in a Nash shot. It was not the best release. Anybody else, it would have been a pretty decent release. LeBron, Westbrook, and my team's acting very goofy. But you know, the computers, they see any small hiccups by my defense, and they're very likely to get steals like that. That's why on off ball you have to really move the ball instead of like trying to one on one. One on one is okay if they're on balling and you're very good at moving b ball. But I thought Nash would go in more instead of where he did. But here we go. Here, oh, there was a foul. Anyway, so look, they're on us now, only up by 2. I'm not really concerned for the score. We're gonna always for sure get the win. It's just about when my team decides to really take off. So I think I really want to focus on passing. here. So I'm gonna just look around, see what we can get here. And I think we get that, yeah. So like I said, up on the R stick, and instead of X, a lot of times X gives you some weird, whatever. But up always forces you to go straight to the rim in a sense. If not, it gives you a little hook. And Shaq that's pretty much one thing Shaq is able to do besides dunking layups is besides dunking is let's see if I can get there. Big Shaq. Oh, he made it with big body Shaq running straight at him. This is nice. So we're just gonna start really looking at who's get this ball moving. So this is the mismatch. Marion's always the mismatch, no matter who's on him. Not to disrespect Sean Marion, but he's just too small for our lineup here. And I should not have switched over. I probably off timed it for. I should just let the Shaq when you see a oop, just let the computer handle it because they usually can. Well, at least my opals and diamonds, pink diamonds like that, they usually can stop it. And so. Nash with the nice pass. The bench is waiting to come in. We should actually be trying. I should be trying to get some steals here since their Nash isn't here. Nash is the only factor. Let's see if LeBron can go over him. This LeBron, he is a freight train at times, and other times he likes to do that goofy layup, which that layup, man, it gets me. But I'm a super like I must have a LeBron card on my team at all times because he really can do it all, and just if he's the best player in whether you think so or not, the game and 2K thinks so. So he's always his stats and defense are usually always above average everywhere. So he's always a great option to have. So let me keep the ball moving. Okay, so this should be an open look here. His release is a little slow. De'Aaron Fox's release is slightly slow, but I am very confident with it, and I love it. I green it all the time. Don't give me an open look with him. And that's why he is on my triple threat team. I just felt like he was going to go for that one. Let's see if we can get here in time. Yeah, we're playing pretty great D here. Surprisingly, have not gotten a steal. Usually, like I said, here we go with the switch. I switched to my center on that screen. It's almost a reaction at this point. I don't even catch myself doing it. And here we go with open look. A bad release, but we will obviously in one. Well, got the board in a foul. That was a bad release just because it was a little quicker than I was expecting. It depends on how he sets his feet. That shot was almost a moving shot. So a lot of times if he catches it real fast, he will just kind of throw it up a little quicker. But if he's like really set, he'll take his time. And you gotta notice those little things like that to just know when. But I was not paying enough attention to catch that. But it's and a lot of times if you really are moving slow before the shot release is gonna be slower. Say like you're doing a spin around jumper and he's spinning pretty slow. The release is gonna be slower as well. So wait, I was gonna say Wade's open, but we have Fox open here. It was a decent release, but not the best, and it was contested. Like I said, I am always for sure gonna have a great release if I'm open. A lot of times, if I'm looking at like who's running towards me, things like that, I do kind of botch my releases a little at times. But it's any normal player. I did not pay attention to the clock, did not realize it's down. But like I said, we're going into the fourth quarter, third quarter, 3 quarters. 3 quarters down. Assist of the game is probably one of our lobs. Yeah, that's the AD in it, or no, that was to KD. And then we'll play with the bench for like a minute or two, and then put the starters in. Yeah, it's I've been played a couple games, so I'm usually by the time I didn't play a couple games, I'm usually not the not thinking about passing as much as I should be. So looking around here, Wade, we're just gonna have to take one. It looks like it's good, but Wade with the it's always guys like that I think of as clutch in real life that I always seem to go to when I'm low. Like LeBron, if I a lot of people may not agree with that one, but if I am running low on time and just am not able to do anything with the ball, I usually just give it to LeBron or whoever I feel is clutches that's out on the field at the moment, and just go at it with them. So we are able to get another turnover with Wade. Wade's beasting right now. Okay, yeah. Well, I think we'll go ahead and just get the starters sitting up, and I guess we'll take it. Yeah. So we got the space. We didn't. I realized he failed. A lot of times I don't realize it or pay enough attention to realize the crossover until like they're on their knee or something. But I noticed it there. It took a deep one and we made it. So like I said, De'Aaron Fox is a dog in these streets. Nash. Okay, yeah, we'll put the well, yeah, they're all looking tired, so we just gonna put the stars in and finish this thing out here. Like I said, in Fox feels faster than Russ. He shoots better. He makes more shots than even Nash, who has like a 98 everything. And yeah, that's off. And LeBron here. This is just an open three right here. And I don't miss open shots like that. Like I said, releases, that was basically a green. He just didn't want to give it to me, but I don't ever miss or don't mess up on releases when I am that open. Devin Booker is I guess he did have some pretty good games, but he is already uh where's I was really trying looking for Russ. But I think this is a mismatch here. Just get some space for this turnaround. Uh Shaq got in our way, but it's all good. We'll shoot free throws, and even this LeBron, her disrespected my boy LeBron here with a 87 free throw, but he's money. I remember one game online, I was playing against some guy, and I was up only by like six or something, and he kept fouling, and I kept letting LeBron shoot the free throws, and he didn't. He LeBron made about a bunch of them. Let's see if Russ. Yeah, Russ. I usually never throw the oops to point guards, but Russ is known to catch lobs in real life, so I'm sure he even has the patch. Let's check that out real quick. I'm sure he even has lob C finisher on Hall of Fame, if not gold. Well, everything's already since he's a guy so cool. Yeah, he has lob C finisher on Hall of Fame, so if he's open, I throw it to him. I usually do not like a lot of times. I hate it actually when it mistakes who I'm trying to throw the lob to and it throws it to a point guard because they usually can't even catch it half the time. But Russ is definitely getting up there, and I think this is an open look here. Uh, I like the respect they give Russ. They give him a lot of rebounds that even against like centers and things like that. So let's get on Chambers here. Yeah, that's why I didn't switch over. Let's let your computer just let them do the work there. So there's an easy pull up here. Couldn't get it, but here we go with LeBron. He's hot, and that's money, smacking money. We're almost up by 20. Like I said, it just fluctuates on how well the offense is. Just the defense, really. My defense determines everything. When in deep, well, not even just me. Everybody, your defense determines. And here's well, everyone's a mismatch right now with LeBron as he's hot. But that's the mismatch again with Marion. No disrespect, but it's just easy barbecue chicken. And oh yeah, here we go. Here, Marion. I guess he was sick of the bullshit I've been saying all that game. But yeah, he did. I should have went straight up with it. Yeah, let's do it, LeBron. So we're just getting finishing this out here. Up by 20. Nash to Nash. It's been a very they've both been pretty much locked in. Not been able to get much done. I just threw it up because he's LeBron's hot. It just I felt like he could make everything. Somehow that pass got through and a foul. Wow. Uh, Everyone's tired right now. Bench starters. We throw the bench back in real quick, just to close this out. Just because I know my starters would just start missing everything because of their fatigue and stamina. But, go here. Got one in. That's a basic move since 2K17, since this combo became a thing. Just a simple crossover. Oh, I passed it. Crossover behind the back. The 1-2. Usually, always if you get a space like that, it freezes them as it did there. He didn't know where to go, so it gave me just the open lane. But you have to. This move usually always works with this much space, but you have to, like I said, have this clear lane here. This wasn't here. It would just be congested layup, congested paint with a contested layup is what I meant to say. But congested layup, that might work. And we just go up with Pippen. Pippen, he usually has he must have a high dunk tendency because he usually goes up on any space he'll go up with it. Easy lay for Booker right there. Give it to Fox. We just kind of let this clock drain down because I don't think we're gonna get the ball again. So we'll see what happens here. I guess we'll just go with. Let's actually try a play. Post up. Oh yeah, this is a mismatch here. So here we go. Just take advantage of it. Like I said, up. I jumped anyway just for safe measures, but up on the Arctic all every time usually gives you a decent. You know what? In these cars could just be that high of a skill, but and he is 7'4", but he could just be that high in skill that he just kind of made up for that height. That difference in height might just made up for that. So let's see what we get here. Not too great on defense. Usually, if you can really hustle on D, you can easily get 700 on defense and scoring. Usually, will only get like 500, even if you blow them out by 50. It won't go pretty much past 500. But you know, we still get 1,000 extra here for winning that in a pack, and I'm not really concerned about the one token. Like I said, is I think I covered a couple tips in there. But yeah, uh, always know your players' releases. Because you want to always make those open shots, and I know all my players' releases when they're wide open and off the catch and things like that, and it's just best. But a lot of times the game doesn't keep those same releases because anyone can perfectly learn someone's release. If I can perfectly learn someone's release, I can do fadeaways. I can do spin arounds, everything. If the release is always the same, like timing, 3 seconds. If I can count 3 seconds in my head every time, and get a green every time, that would not be fair. So they do alter it very frequently. So we'll go back and look at the lineup again. But yes, okay, that is the end of this video. And like I said, we will be posting more of these just currently because I'm not really my online's not I'm lagging a lot off online, so I'm just tomorrow maybe I'm gonna check and see then I might get a video out of just me playing 2-3 matches online. Also, I will be posting a triple threat series of a sort in a sense or whatever of just me playing triple threat, probably like me playing 3 or 4 matches an episode or something like that, just giving out tips and things like that. But it's more just entertaining to watch that than it's then more advice I can give. But it's just it's usually a blowout fest for me and my squad. Let me actually show you guys the triple threat team right here. Pretty unstoppable. Except centers like Shaq and Yao Ming. They kind of do Kevin Durant dirty, and they kind of little man them. But other than that, those are just tools we're giving up. So we're not really concerned about that. But like I said, I got more tips and like I said, more gameplay coming. We will be doing online. Just right now, like I said, just trying to get back into uploading some stuff and things like that. Just trying to make give out a little entertaining stuff. But we will be, like I said, also other games. Any new games that's coming out that everyone's hyped for. Halo, Gears 5. We play kind of the current games. I play Rocket League. I might start posting that, but I'm not good enough. I don't think for people to want to even watch Rocket League, Apex, um, just kind of those things. We really float around 2K20. We will be streaming on that, and also if you guys, I will leave this in the description or my clutch. My clutch, my mixer, and I guess I have not been able to get it to work, but also I guess I will go ahead and pin my Twitch account just in case. But I'm not, don't load on Twitch because I just can't get it to work. So I just load on Mixer and things like that. But yes, I hope you enjoyed. Please, stay tuned. Please like the video if you can, and also if you want, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.